IQ versus EQ, which is more powerful for a human being? What if I told you the smartest person in the room is often not the most successful, the highest IQ doesn't guarantee happiness, and the people who change the world usually master something far more powerful? Today on Thinking Lab, we're diving deep into IQ versus EQ, which is better for a human being to possess. By the end of this video, you'll know which one predicts success, which one predicts happiness, which one predicts longevity, and what ancient wisdom and scripture say about it. Let's think deeper. Part 1. What is IQ? IQ stands for intelligence quotient. IQ measures how efficiently your brain processes and applies information. It measures logical reasoning, pattern recognition, mathematical ability, verbal comprehension, processing speed. The modern IQ test was pioneered by Alfred Binet, a French psychologist who, together with Theodore Simon in the early 1900s, high IQ individuals often excel academically, solve complex problems quickly, thrive in analytical fields like engineering, physics, medicine. History gives us examples like Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton. From a neurological standpoint, IQ correlates strongly with activity in the prefrontal cortex, the brain's executive center responsible for reasoning and planning. But here's the critical question. If IQ is so powerful, why do so many brilliant people struggle in relationships, leadership, and emotional stability? Part 2. What is EQ? EQ stands for emotional intelligence. EQ measures how intelligently you handle emotions, yours and everyone else's. The concept was popularized by Daniel Goleman. EQ includes self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, social skill. In neuroscience terms, EQ involves strong integration between the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala. Amygdala is a small almond-shaped structure deep within the brain's temporal lobe that processes emotions, especially fear, threat detection, and survival responses. The limbic system. The limbic system is a network of interconnected brain structures that regulate emotion, memory, motivation, and survival behaviors. It acts as the bridge between your emotional brain and your thinking brain. In medicine and psychology, we see something fascinating. High IQ predicts academic performance. High EQ predicts relationship satisfaction, leadership effectiveness, stress resilience, mental health. Lower cortisol levels, longer life expectancy. EQ determines how you respond to criticism, failure, betrayal, success, conflict. A surgeon with high IQ but low EQ may perform flawlessly, but destroy team morale. A leader with moderate IQ but high EQ builds trust, loyalty, and influence. Which one sounds more powerful in daily life? You can write your comment below. Part 3. What predicts success? Long-term research suggests IQ gets you in the room, EQ keeps you in the room. Studies of CEOs, military leaders, and entrepreneurs consistently show emotional intelligence as a dominant predictor of leadership success. Why? Because humans are social creatures. Your nervous system constantly scans for safety, threat, trust, respect. If you cannot regulate your own emotions, you cannot lead others. This is why some valedictorians work for former average students, not because they're less intelligent, but because influence is emotional. Part 4. What predicts happiness and longevity? From a scientific point of view, chronic emotional dysregulation kills. High stress increases blood pressure, inflammation, cardiovascular disease, immune dysfunction. Emotional intelligence directly lowers stress response. the famous Harvard study of adult development, one of the longest running, studies on human happiness, concluded the strongest predictor of long-term well-being is quality relationships, and quality relationships require EQ, not calculus, not quantum mechanics, but emotional regulation. Part 5. Ancient wisdom and biblical insight. Ancient philosophy understood this long before neuroscience. The Stoics like Marcus Aurelius taught, you have power over your mind, not outside events. That is emotional regulation. In Scripture, the book of Proverbs says, whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city. Notice that ruling your spirit is considered greater than conquering armies. Even King Solomon, known for wisdom, asked not for wealth or power, but for understanding. Wisdom in ancient traditions was never mere intellect. It was applied discernment, emotional mastery, moral intelligence. In biblical terms, wisdom is not IQ. It is alignment of heart, mind, and action. Part 6. So, which is better? Here is the truth. IQ without EQ creates arrogance. EQ without IQ may limit technical achievement. But if I had to choose one, EQ wins in real life, because IQ helps you solve problems. EQ prevents you from becoming the problem. The most powerful humans cultivate both. But if forced to choose emotional mastery. Our closing, the Thinking Lab Challenge. This week, observe yourself. When criticized, when stressed, when triggered, do you react? Or do you regulate? Because the future does not belong to the smartest. It belongs to the most integrated. This is Thinking Lab. If this expanded and enlightened your mind, like, subscribe, and share this episode to the person who deserves to reevaluate. And comment below. Would you rather have a genius-level IQ or unshakable emotional intelligence? Which is yours? IQ or EQ? Let's build better humans. Thank you for watching. This is our Thinking Lab, where we just don't glow from inside and out, but we grow beautifully. Until next time, stay grounded, stay healthy, stay powerful, stay beautiful.